While my husband was growing up visiting the beaches of Virginia Beach and the Outer Banks, I grew up in the mountains on the other side of Virginia. We weren't near the ocean, so my family took me to Smith Mountain Lake, not too far away from the house I grew up in. So I was excited recently to be able to take Jack and some friends of ours to experience Smith Mountain Lake for the first time. We will start at the Smith Mountain Lake State Park and its visitor center. But we'll also show you some area attractions that visitors can enjoy, as well as the rental home we stayed in for the weekend. Smith Mountain Lake was created in the 1960s when the Roanoke River was dammed for flood control and to generate electricity. Water filled the valley, creating the largest lake located entirely within the state of Virginia, with over 500 miles of shoreline along its irregular shape, featuring many coves and branches and peninsulas. The water's average depth is 55 feet, though it reaches its deepest point near the dam, where the water is usually 250 feet deep. Though here lately, the water levels have been about 5 feet below normal due to months of drought in southwest Virginia. Buried under all of that water are roads, bridges, fences, and the foundations of homes and barns, as people who lived in this valley were forced to sell their land and move so the area could be flooded. Since its creation, Smith Mountain Lake has become a popular recreation destination. Crowds of thousands visit each summer and spend millions of dollars enjoying boating, fishing, skiing, and swimming on the lake, as well as visiting other area attractions. We visited Smith Mountain Lake State Park, one of two local parks that provide public access to the lake. Both this state park and the Smith Mountain Lake Community Park currently charge about $5 per person to swim at the lake. This state park also has a $7 per car parking fee. The swimming area is a roped-off section of the lake along a sandy beach shore that is open for swimming Memorial Day through Labor Day and has a lifeguard on duty during park hours at most times during the summer. The state park, which is where this footage was filmed, also rents out boats, jet skis, kayaks, and paddleboards to guests. This lake was actually the filming location for one of Jack's favorite movies, the 1991 comedy What About Bob, starring Bill Murray. In the story, the action was set in Lake Winnipesaukee, New Hampshire, but the lake scenes were actually filmed right here at Smith Mountain Lake. This park has a campground which includes cabins, hiking trails, a playground, and a concession stand. Perhaps the coolest thing we saw while our group was enjoying the lake was an ice cream boat. It was playing ice cream truck music through its speakers as it pulled up alongside other boats to serve them ice cream. It also parked along the dock at the state park to sell ice cream to beachgoers. Next up, we are going to share some footage of Smith Mountain Lake's popular hangout spot, Bridgewater Plaza. We filmed here in the morning when we went there for a coffee run, and many of the businesses were not yet open, so the crowds hadn't arrived yet. This shopping, dining, and entertainment destination is home to the Smith Mountain Lake Visitor Center, with details about area attractions to check out. There are a number of good restaurants, including a sandwich shop called Moosey's, a coffee shop, Mango's Bar and Grill, which has live music, an ice cream shop, and the Pizza Pub, a pub that also sells pizza. There are some shops here as well as some entertainment venues, including an arcade and several outdoor options, including a mini golf course, a rock climbing wall, bungee trampoline, and carnival games. There's also a marina where you can rent boats and jet skis. Our travel group also had a good time visiting the Smith Mountain Lake Alpaca Farm. The tour opened with a talk about alpacas and the products like clothing and pillows that their fleece is used to make. We found the information very interesting, though young kids appeared visibly bored for this presentation. They did become much more interested once an alpaca was herded out of its enclosure, so guests could each get a turn taking it for a walk. We also got to pose for pictures with the alpaca and hug and pet the alpaca. We then got to feed the alpacas. This farm is home to more than 60 alpacas, and this 90-minute tour allows a lot of up-close interactions at the reasonable cost of $10 per person. They also have a shop down the road where guests are invited to see products made from alpaca fleece. The shop also sells ice cream and often has live music for guests as well. Finally, let's look at the house we rented. We rented this through VRBO, and we'll put a link in the description in case you want to rent this home. The Smith Mountain Lake area has a lot of rental homes right near the lake. We got one about a 10-minute drive from the lake. We were near a grocery store though, which was useful as our traveling party just made meals in the kitchen rather than eating out on this trip. Houses right on the lake tend to be a bit more expensive, but we liked the house we rented a lot. It had 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. There was a screened-in porch upstairs and lots of games, including some card games and board games, as well as a foosball table that turns into a pool table and also featured air hockey and ping pong. Outdoors, there was a basketball hoop out front, and behind the house there was a hot tub, as well as a black stone grill, which we used to cook hamburgers and hot dogs one night. We especially enjoyed seeing all the deer that kept visiting our yard. There are a few hotels and inns and bed and breakfasts and campgrounds near the lake if you don't want to rent a house. Smith Mountain Lake is a really fun destination, and you can click the links at the end of this video to learn about some more of the attractions in the area. And be sure to click the subscribe button and notification bell so we can see you the next time we're traveling through.